Hi and welcome back. In this video we're going to look at sorting through our books to find only the best books by rating and by price. Then in the next video we're going to add that into a menu. For now, we're going to make our app return, or rather export, these books so that we can import them from our menu. So we're going to delete this for books, for book in books, and we're going to end with this books being equal to page.books. In Python, every variable that you see here, requests, all books page, page content, page, and books, are automatically exported so that anybody else can import them. For example, as another example of what's happening here, if we go to our all books page, you can see that it creates a few things. It creates this class, all books page, this book parser, all books page locator, and beautiful soup. These four things are all available sort of at the top level of the file. When you go into app.py, you could import beautiful soup. It would be a weird thing to do, but this is something you can do. And so the purpose of me telling you this is, as soon as you create a variable like books equal page.books, which is the result of launching this scraper, and getting all that data out, this variable can now be imported by another file. When that file tries to import books, we will run through this entire file, end up calculating books, and be able to import it. So let's go over and create a new file that I'm going to call menu in the top level. And from app, we're going to import books. Okay. Then we're going to define a function print best books, for example. What this is going to do is it's going to sort the books that we've got here, this list of book parser objects, and it's only going to give me the top 5 books, which means they're going to be the 5-star books, or some of them at least are going to be 5-star books. Okay, so the best books are going to be, and what we need to do here is sort the books by their rating. So what we're going to do is say sorted books, and the key is going to be lambda x.rating. Okay. All this does is it takes the books list, the collection, and it sorts it. For every element, it's going to look at this key function to see what it's sorting by. And in here, we're telling it to sort by the rating property. So what it's doing is it's getting the first book, calling this function on it. That's going to give it the book's rating, and then it's going to sort by that. So we're going to end up sorting with this rating key. Then we can say for book in best books, print book. Now, this is going to give you a list of books, because that's what we gave it in. So if you wanted, you could slice this list to only get the top, say, 10 books. Just like so, as we know from our list slicing. Now, of course, we must run this function in order for it to do something. And again, just to recap, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to import books from the app file. So that's going to go over to app, and it's going to run app. And it's going to go through all of this. This is going to take a while because it has to get the books page and sort of parse through it. And eventually it's going to end this, and then we're going to import books, which is now going to be available. And then we're going to sort them and print them out. So let's right-click our menu and run it. And there you have it. Now we get 10 books that are all 1 star. By the way, a small side improvement you could try is this 1 stars. It should probably be 1 star without the S, but you do want the S if you have many stars. So this is a small improvement you can try out if you want. Notice how all these books have 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, 2 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars. So we are sorting by default here on ascending. Okay? And the easiest way to sort in a descending way is to multiply this by -1. Now, instead of starting at 1 and going up, we're going to start at the lowest number and go up. So instead of 1 to 5, we're going to sort from -5 to -1, which is going to give us the order that we want. If we run this again, you can see now we get our 5-star books, then our 4-star books, and then our 3-star books. Okay, I hope this makes sense. All we're doing is we're essentially reversing the order of things. This is how you could get your best books. If you wanted your cheapest books, it would be exactly the same thing, really. So much so that I'm going to copy and paste, which is not something you should do. And now instead of sorting by rating multiplied by -1, we're going to sort by price, and that's going to give you your cheapest books. Now I'm going to use a PyCharm shortcut here, which is Shift and the F6 key, and that's going to allow me to rename all the usage of this variable everywhere inside this function. So as you can see, this one got renamed as well. So that's Shift F6 if you're interested. We can also print the cheapest books now. And you can see there that we get, it starts here. This is the cheapest book. Or is it? Yeah, it's possible that this one's this one must be the cheapest book. This one here is where it starts. This is the cheapest book. Then it goes up to 17, 17, 20, and so forth up until 37. If you wanted to make it a bit more obvious, you could print something like that. Just so it's a bit easier to see where it starts and where it ends. And these are indeed the cheapest ones. Notice how there's little correlation between the quality of the book and the price in terms of the star rating, because this page is random. Okay, the prices and the stars are assigned randomly, so there's no logic that goes on in here. Okay. Now, if you wanted to sort by multiple things, you can also do that. So that's something you can do as well. Let's have a look at how to do that. All you've got to do if you want to sort by two things is, instead of returning here the value that you want to sort by, as you can see here, we're sorting by best, so only by stars. We've got 54.23 at the start. You can actually, don't do that. You can return a tuple of things, and then it's going to sort by this one first, and if it finds a few books that have the same rating, it's going to sort them by price. And you can continue adding keys here if you want. So if we run this again, now you can see that we get the cheaper book in front, then this cheaper book as well, until we get to the more expensive ones. Okay, but these are all 5 stars. Then you have a cheaper book here, but it's 4 stars. So the most important sorting criteria was the stars, because that was the first thing in our tuple. The second most important was the price. Okay, so this is how you can do multiple sorting if you need to. So that's pretty useful. Okay, that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you how to do the sorting of these books. Now we're going to look at constructing the menu itself. I'll see you in the next video.